What's happening, Raider Nation? Strap in tight because your Las Vegas Raiders just delivered 3 absolutely mind-blowing developments that are about to rock the entire NFL to its core. We're talking earth-shattering news that could completely rewrite this franchise's story for 2025. And I'm warning you right now, what you're about to hear will leave you speechless. Right at this very moment, there's a third-year safety who just got thrust into the spotlight due to a devastating injury, and his opportunity could make or break this entire secondary. But that's just the beginning, Raider Nation. We've also got your starting quarterback delivering a powerful message to every single doubter who's sleeping on the silver and black this season. And if that wasn't enough to get your blood boiling, we've got an NFL insider making absolutely outrageous claims about this team that are so disrespectful, so completely wrong, that it's about to fuel this franchise's fire like never before. This isn't just another training camp update, Raider Nation. This is the kind of news that separates championship runs from mediocrity. We're talking about defensive opportunities that could launch unknown players into stardom, quarterback confidence that's sending warnings to the entire AFC, and outside criticism so ignorant that it's actually perfect motivation for proving everyone wrong. The ripple effects from these 3 bombshells are already creating massive waves throughout the organization. From safety battles that could determine the entire defensive identity, to veteran leadership that's ready to shock the football world, to media disrespect that's providing the ultimate bulletin board material for every player in that locker room. So smash that like button if you're ready for some absolutely explosive Raiders news. Drop a comment below with your thoughts on how these developments will impact the season. And make sure you're subscribed because this story is about to get absolutely insane. We've got opportunity stories that'll inspire you, leadership messages that'll pump you up, and disrespect that'll make you want to run through a wall for the silver and black. Are you ready to find out which unknown safety just got the chance of a lifetime to prove he belongs in the NFL spotlight? This opportunity could change everything for the Raiders secondary, and it's exactly the kind of moment that creates legendary careers. Let's dive into the first shocking development that's got everyone in Raider Nation holding their breath. Here we go, Raider Nation. Time to reveal the first game changer, and it's all about a third-year safety who just went from the shadows to the spotlight. Meet Chris Smith II, the former Georgia standout, who's about to get his shot at NFL stardom thanks to Lonnie Johnson Jr. As devastating injury. This isn't just another depth chart shuffle. This is a career-defining moment that could launch an unknown player into the starting lineup and completely change the Raiders secondary forever. Smith earned first-team reps on Monday's practice, and according to Raiders digital reporter Levi Edwards, he didn't just participate, he dominated. Smith took full advantage of his opportunity by making several plays that caught everyone's attention. We're talking about a player with fewer than 40 career defensive snaps suddenly getting the chance to prove he belongs among the elite. Here's what makes this story absolutely incredible, Raider Nation. Smith was selected by former GM Dave Ziegler in the 5th round of the 2023 NFL Draft, but he's been stuck in special teams purgatory. As a rookie, he played 191 snaps on special teams, but only 22 as a defender. Last year, his special teams role expanded, but his defensive snaps actually decreased to just 11. But now, with Isaiah Pola-Mao and Jeremy Chin as the top safeties, and Johnson's injury creating a massive hole in the rotation, Smith is getting the opportunity that could change his entire career trajectory. GM John Spytek gave Pola-Mao a contract extension earlier this offseason, and Chin signed a 2-year deal in free agency, but there's still room for a third safety to emerge and make his mark. The Raiders are taking a huge chance by giving Smith first-team reps with such limited defensive experience, but sometimes that's exactly what creates legendary stories. This is the kind of opportunity that separates players who fade into obscurity from those who become household names. Smith has been grinding on special teams, learning the system, and waiting for his moment, and now it's finally here. Pete Carroll and the coaching staff have to be impressed with what they've seen so far. Because you don't get first-team reps by accident. Smith must be showing something special in practice, something that makes them believe he can step up and contribute at the highest level when the games matter. The question every Raider Nation fan should be asking, is Chris Smith II about to become the next great Raider success story? We're talking about a player who could go from special teams contributor to starting safety in one training camp. That's the kind of meteoric rise that becomes legendary in silver and black history. But hold on to your seats, Raider Nation, because we've got your starting quarterback delivering a message that's about to send shockwaves throughout the entire NFL. The confidence and leadership that's coming from the quarterback position is exactly what this franchise has been missing. And the warning he's sending to doubters will give you absolute chills. Get ready to get fired up, Raider Nation, because Geno Smith just delivered a message that's about to make every single doubter eat their words. Your starting quarterback isn't just confident, he's ready to shock the world. Smith appeared on NFL Network's Inside Training Camp Live and delivered the kind of leadership statement that sends chills down your spine and strikes fear into opponents' hearts. This isn't just talk, Raider Nation. This is a champion's mentality that's about to prove everyone wrong. Listen to these powerful words from Smith. I'm always the guy that I believe the game gets settled between the white lines on game day. But from my vantage point, we've got a really good team. I don't know if we'll shock anyone inside of this building, but maybe shock some outsiders. But that's just a warm-up, Raider Nation. Smith delivered the knockout punch that should have every AFC West quarterback looking over their shoulder. But it's good. Like, let them sleep. I don't want them to see us coming. We're just working in the shadows right now, getting our game right, and when it's time to go in those bright lights, I think we'll be ready. That is the mindset of a warrior, Raider Nation. Smith isn't just accepting the underdog role, he's embracing it. He wants people to sleep on the Raiders. He wants them to underestimate what Pete Carroll and John Spytek have built in Las Vegas. Because when the lights come on and the games begin, the silver and black are going to be ready to dominate. Smith knows exactly what it takes to overcome low expectations because he's done it before. This is the same quarterback who transformed from journeyman backup to Pro Bowl starter in Seattle. He turned doubters into believers and led the Seahawks to 3 straight winning seasons. Now he's ready to do it again in silver and black. The mission for Carroll and Spytek is crystal clear. Guide the Raiders to their first playoff appearance in 4 years. And Smith is the perfect quarterback to lead that charge because he thrives when people count him out. The mediocre quarterback play that's plagued this franchise over, Raider Nation. But here's what makes Smith's confidence even more powerful. He's not putting all the pressure on himself. He knows this is a team effort, and he's ready to elevate everyone around him. The receiving core, the secondary, every unit on his team is going to benefit from having a quarterback who believes in the mission and isn't afraid to voice that confidence. Smith understands that resetting the team culture requires leadership from the quarterback position, and he's ready to deliver when your starting quarterback is telling the world to let them sleep, because we're just working in the shadows. That's the kind of leadership that creates championship teams. The question isn't whether Smith can handle the pressure, it's whether the rest of the NFL is ready for what's coming when the Raiders step into those bright lights. But Raider Nation, get ready for the final bombshell that involves an NFL insider making such outrageous and disrespectful claims about your team that it's about to become the ultimate bulletin board material. The ignorance and disrespect are so shocking that every player in silver and black should be absolutely furious. Raider Nation, prepare to be absolutely livid, because what you're about to hear is the most disrespectful, ignorant, and downright insulting take about your Las Vegas Raiders that you'll hear all season. The Athletic's Diana Rossini just went on Bill Simmons' podcast and delivered such an outrageously wrong take about the silver and black that it should be played in the locker room before every single game this season. This woman clearly hasn't been paying attention to what Pete Carroll and this organization have been building. Here's the most insulting part of Rossini's ignorant rant. She claims the Raiders don't have any star players outside of Max Crosby. That's right, Raider Nation. According to this so-called insider, your entire roster is talentless except for one edge rusher. But wait, it gets worse. Rossini had the audacity to call the Raiders a dump and suggested that Tom Brady doesn't want to reveal his ownership role because he'd be embarrassed by the team's performance. Listen to this disrespectful garbage. I don't think Tom Brady wants to say he's the owner of a team that's going to be a dump. This is the kind of ignorant disrespect that should have every player, coach, and fan absolutely furious. Rossini clearly hasn't been watching Brock Bowers, who was a first-team All-Pro selection as a rookie in 2024. She's completely ignoring Jacoby Myers, who just came off a career year with 87 catches and 1,027 receiving yards. And she's disrespecting Geno Smith, a two-time Pro Bowler who led Seattle to 3 straight winning seasons. Rossini's take is so wrong, so disrespectful, and so completely ignorant that it's actually perfect for this Raiders team. This is exactly the kind of bulletin board material that fuels championship runs. Let the national media keep sleeping on the silver and black. Let them down. Because when this Raiders team starts shocking the NFL world, we'll remember every word. So smash that like button if you're ready to see the Raiders prove every disrespectful media member wrong. Drop a comment with your thoughts on Rossini's take and make sure you're subscribed, because this season, the Raiders are coming with fire.